Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next in this installment of Programming for the Web. Today we're installing Ubuntu 20.04. I must put my teeth in. FOCAL FOSSA. It's relatively easy now to install Ubuntu, so we'll just go through the requirements very quickly. You need a 2 gig dual core processor or better, 4 gig of system memory, 25 gig minimum hard drive space. I'd recommend 100 gig minimum, but 25 gig is enough, and a 4 gig USB stick to install it from if you're on a normal computer. I'm going to use a virtual machine simply because I can record the screen. Okay, so first of all you need to go to the Ubuntu.com website and click on download. Come to Ubuntu desktop and click on Ubuntu desktop. You have the information here with some release notes. Okay, it's a long-term support, so it's supported until April 2025, so just about 5 years, just under. So just click on download and it will automatically start downloading. I'm going to stop it because I've already downloaded it for you. Now if you come down to the bottom, you have the option of making a contribution, and you can change the amount if you wish. Okay, all very easy. So let's start the virtual machine and we will continue. Where's my virtual machine? And it's starting up. It's just checking, or it will be just checking the disk that it's alright and there's no problems. This will take a moment or two. As you can see, it's checking the disk. Right, it's just loading the setup files so that it can take you through the setup. We'll skip forward a little. Okay, the installer has come up. Select your language. All you need to do is click on it. My language is English. You can try it if you wish, so it'll run off your USB stick or DVD. I'm going to install it, so click on install. Okay, I'm actually English UK, so click on English UK and English UK. If you wish, you can detect your keyboard by using the detect keyboard. There's no need to do that for a standard English one. Continue. Right, now you get some choices here. If you've got very little disk space, you may want to go for the minimal installation, but probably the normal installation will be suitable for everybody because it gives you web browsers and office software and things like that. Okay, right, in other options you do want to install the third-party software, because this is things like graphic drivers and Wi-Fi hardware and anything else that you might have on your computer. You may well have to accept a license agreement when you do that, so make sure that you've got both of these ticked. Normal installation, continue. Okay, for most people you just need to erase the disk and install Ubuntu. If you are using a dual boot, it will actually see that you've got a different operating system on and give you that option. If it's a clean install, then just erase disk and install Ubuntu is the option that you want. If you know what you're doing, you can actually go into the advanced features, or you can actually create your own partitions. I would recommend that until you understand what you're doing with Ubuntu, just select the default. Install now. Now it tells you what it's actually going to do, so it's going to create a partition table and those partitions. Continue. Right, select where you are. London is correct for me, so I'll leave it on London. You can either type in the name of your town or city, or you can actually click on an area on the map, your choice. London, continue. Right, now important, you need to put in your name. Now I would recommend that you use the name of the operating system. Okay, so Ubuntu 20.04. Username is good. Because this is a virtual machine, I'm going to use a relatively easy password. Even though it says it's a good password, it's a relatively easy one. Okay, so you have to confirm your password, and I would always require my password to log in. Continue. It's now going to copy the files and then install the operating system. Now this will take a few minutes, and it will show you some slides while it's doing that to give you some information. We'll come back when it's finished. Right, well that took quite a long time. It was virtually an hour to do that, mainly because it installed virtually everything and then took it off again, or took a lot of it off, which seems a bit silly. Not the other installers don't do it. So make sure you've got about an hour to an hour and a half to do this installation. Don't try and do it too quickly. Okay, as you can see, it said that it's finished and it wants a restart, so we'll click restart now. Now if you've got an installation medium in there, you need to remove it. I haven't, so I'll just press enter and it should boot up nicely. Done a quick check of the desk. A couple of drivers that probably weren't there. Didn't quite see the message. The first time round it needs to sort itself out and do a few things as well. So it'll take a minute or two before it actually brings up the login screen on the first install. The first run after the install, should I say. Here we go. Right, so click on your name and enter your password. Press enter, and if everything works correctly, we should get logged in. As I said before, the first time round it does actually take a bit longer. Okay, and here we go. So you can we're now actually installed. You can install various accounts if you wish. I don't have any of those that I wish to install, so we shall skip that. Now, Live Patch keeps your system secure by actually doing some of the updates for you. So next, I don't have a Ubuntu account. Okay, so help improve encounter. So I'm not going to send any information. And location services, no, we won't do that, and we're ready to go. So we've got various things that we can install if you want. Okay, now the first thing we need to do, of course, is we need to change the settings. So how do you do that? This is the question. Okay, so let's just click on done to clear the screen first of all. And if you look at the top, you've got various options that you have, which includes settings. Ignore these icons at the bottom, they're to do with virtual machine. So settings is setting itself up for the first time, and as you can see, you can change quite a lot of the settings on here. So you can change the background, okay, and the appearance, so you can decide what to have and whether you want the dock screen to auto hide, which some people do. I prefer the icons to be smaller, so I shall take it down to about 36. No, we'll make it a bit smaller. We'll take it down to 30. Okay. What notifications and that type of thing. Okay, you can have a look at the various applications that you've got on here. Remember, just click back. Okay, and you can change a number of other settings as you wish. So that's settings. Firefox is installed by default. You've got Thunderbird as well. You've got file manager here on the. You've got Rhythmbox for music. You've got LibreOffice is installed. Okay, you can install all types of software by using the Ubuntu software here, and this is your help. Okay, if you need the applications and want to see the applications, you can click on the applications and you can see which applications are in. It's easier to actually type if you know the name of the application, so it's actually easier to type it. Okay, so that's Ubuntu 20.04. Give yourself lots of time to install it, okay, because it will take quite a lot of time. So I hope you found that useful. It's very quick and easy. As I say, if you need new applications, if you want to find different drivers, different applications, that type of thing, then you have this to install it. Right, so thank you for watching. I shall add one or two items that I require, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.